Pandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitan Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padasagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabando Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So let's start. No wasting of time.
Hare Krishna.
Our shloka recitation. For those who are ready. Yes, let's start with Mother Niharika.
Okay. Chapter 11, verse 55. Mat karma krin mat paramo mat bhakta sangha vajitaha nirvaira sarvabhuteshu yasamamiti pandava. Translation. My dear Arjuna, those who is it those? Wait, Prabhu. He who engages. Translation. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from contamination and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me as the goal of his life, who is kind to and as who is friendly to all to every living beings, he will come to me. He will certainly come to me. Hare Krishna.
Haribo, thank you. Next, Mother Angel.
Okay. Chapter 12, text 55. Mat karma krin mat karamu mat bhakta what?
Abhakta.
Okay. Mat bhakta. Okay. Mat karma
Ma karma krin mat paramo ma bhakta sangha varjita.
Mat karma mat karamu mat bhakta sangha
Vajita.
Varjita.
Nirvaira sarva bhuteshu. Yasamameti pandava.
Okay, I got the translation.
Okay, go to translation.
Okay. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, and this is my pure devotional service.
Free from contamination.
Okay, free from contaminations and mental speculations.
Operative activities and speculation.
Activities and mental speculation. He works for me and makes me the supreme goal of his life. And he who is friendly to every living being. He certainly comes to me. Okay.
Very nice verse, no? Krishna says if we are friendly to every living entity, it's part of devotional service to God, friendly to all living beings. Friendly to all living beings. Krishna is say friendly to somebody or no, friendly to all living beings. Very important to take note of that. Thank you. And if some devotees are finding it difficult to memorize the Sanskrit, just memorize the English and come and tell us. I think I will appreciate that also if you can quote the English very nicely. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional, like that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Moraniki.
Okay. Chapter 11, text 55. Mat karma kin mat paramo, mat bhakta, sangha varjita, nirvaira sarvabhuteshu, ya samam eti pandava. Translation. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from contaminations of the fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, you're muted.
He seems stuck.
Huh?
He is
Oh,
stuck. He's
oo
not
nga.
moving.
He doesn't have a picture.
Here in
Video.
my I saw Prabhupada pictures,
Yeah, he has a picture here.
but it's not moving.
Yeah,
Mine is all black.
he is stuck. He is stuck.
Baka wala na siyang load. Maybe he doesn't have credit. Mata.
I'm not sure. Magchat-chat naman siya yun eh. Pag wala siyang wala na siyang load. O kung wala na siyang data.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I
Ano
think he
lang
doesn't
yun?
have data.
As mo na mata.
Maybe someone is calling him. Excuse me, sorry, I forgot to mute. I've been attacked by my cough.
Sino nagtawag na kay Prabhu?
Let me try.
Or chat mo na, ay baka wala nga data, hindi niya makita eh. Hold mo na lang.
Wait. Hmm. Oh, my load expired.
See? Ano na, sino maglo-load? Lo-load ko. Sino maglo-load? Expired na daw?
Wala siyang sinabi.
Ay, ikaw yung nagsabi ng expired yung load mo? What?
Na wala na akong pantawag.
Ah,
Mata ni Harika, do we need to do PPT for today's presentation? Hindi
No
naman.
No
need.
need. No need.
Just verbal. Ano nangyari? Oh, hindi yan tagal yung makabalik. Baka data problem yun.
He's not answering. Ano to? Phone call.
Yeah. He has a phone call, I think.
Okay. Baka may... Okay. Baka meron siyang kausap.
Mm.
Okay. Let's wait.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu Kavi said he's fixing his internet. Let's just wait.
Okay, Mata.
Classmate, can I ask what verse are we stop last time?
We
So,
stopped at verse 5, diba? Verse 5.
okay, thank you.
I think maybe we should have a discussion about the next part. What do you guys think? What should I say?
Yeah,
Ladies?
it's good, Prabhuji.
Let's just read it and do it.
The next verse.
Yes, I think we're on 6, right?
Okay. While waiting to Prabhuji, because maybe we spend to 7:30 to 8 right today.
Does anybody want to lead?
I'm sorry about this, but I don't mean any offense, but I think we should wait for Prabhu Kavi. We're not in position to start any class without his permission. And if you want to read the verses, you can read it on your own at your own pace.
Okay.
Yeah, I also agree because he might, not gonna be like happy with it.
Yes, it's true, it's true. Sorry.
It's okay, we can just wait. We have 30 minutes left.
Okay, so okay. Before that, memorize the verse, the past verse. Janma karma.
Hare Krishna.
Yay, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sometimes this internet, they test your faith, and test your patience.
I think you already go to Goloka Vrindavan.
Uh, I don't know what really happened. Okay, it's just testing my patience, Okay, let's start, please. Without wasting some further time, let us start with our presentation.
Prabhuji, the presentation that doesn't need a PPT, correct?
Now, depending on how you want to present. Actually, Mother Nikki recharged my internet yesterday, but I don't know what happened. The thing just went off. Oh, I'm really sorry.
Maybe your signal there, Prabhu. Your location.
Material word, nothing is stable.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah, please go, Madam Nikki. Thank you.
I'll share my screen. It's a very simple slide. It didn't take much effort, so don't worry, guys.
Yeah. Please go
So
ahead, please.
I hope you can see my screen. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we can see it.
Last time we ended at Bhagavad Gita chapter 12 verses 13 to 20 when we were tackling this chapter, and we were given an assignment to enumerate qualities that makes one that we want to improve with ourselves, okay? Like whether it be a bad quality or a good quality that we may inspire others, okay? So this particular verses refers to the qualities that makes one dear to Sri Krishna. That is why if you still don't have these qualities enumerated in the several verses, then you might want to put an effort into improving yourself, okay? So that's kind of like the main point of it. So this is a personal application, so I'm going to talk about myself for a little bit, so bear with me. So this is me. I'm going to say hi. Hi, I'm Nikki. So when I was mulling over this particular assignment, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I shouldn't start with bad qualities first, because that would seem like in bad taste, like trying to tell people that this is me, these are my bad qualities. So I'm going to start with good qualities first, okay? So Nikki is actually equipoised to heat and cold, like the environment. So I'm very equipoised about it. Okay. I don't complain, really. And then I'm tolerant to many things that triggers my sensory overload. Okay, so like loud noises, crowded places, too much like food that are too flavorful, and also children that are throwing tantrums. I don't think they bother me. Just kidding, they do. So I am not equipoised at all when it comes to the environment. Like for example, when it comes to heat, now that we're in the Philippines, it's very humid in here. So every time I sweat, I really do not like it. It bothers me a lot. And I'm very intolerant when it comes to noises from cars, from people, crowded places. They freak me out because there's just so much. There's just so much things going on. Like the smell, the amount of people in front of you, the voices, the noises. Well, that's so poetic. And also, when it comes to food, when it's too flavorful, when it's too spicy, too sweet, too salty, I just really don't like them. So I'm very like nitpicky when it comes to food. I like simple food, the basic ones. And I also do not like heavy accessories. So sometimes it becomes like a huge hindrance to my devotional service. Like for example, I want to join those plays that you did before during the Janmashtami, but I knew that I couldn't do it because you guys were wearing too many accessories, and I knew in my like deep in myself that I couldn't because I would feel the crown, I would feel the bracelets and the necklaces all over my body. I would feel so like it would feel like I'm being strangled. So not for me. And I also cannot tolerate kids that are screaming their heads off when they're in front of you, they're trying to like get something and they couldn't get it. So they would cry, and they would throw so much tantrums in front of their parents, and they would ruin your day. So these things, these bad qualities of mine, not being equipoised, not being tolerant, and always complaining, I want to improve them, okay? So that is why I'm opening myself up to you guys. It's quite embarrassing. So these things might be like, they might be like small things to you, right? If you're wondering right now, but in my perspective, this is how I think. This is how I see this little things that really bothers me endlessly. So this is how I see them. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me. I'm fighting them. I'm fighting my demons. Can you see that? It's so cute, right? So instead of fighting these demons, these little details that really irks me, I think it's better to fix them, right? So we're going to fix them. We're going to try. And so I'm going to use the template that was given to us by Prabhu Kavi, the SMART planning, in order to like plan this out step by step, how I'm going to improve these bad qualities of mine and try to like overcome them. Okay. So, okay, specific. We need like a plan, right? So we need like a specific plan in order for it to be effective in the long run. So my plan and my goal is to lessen my tendency to commit those bad qualities. It's not too hard, right? Just trying to like improve a little, gradual, slow process of trying to lessen my tendency to be really like bothered by small things. And this objective must be measurable. So it has to have like a goal. So that I could see or I could observe whether I'm progressing or not. Okay. So I would ask my mother and my friends. I have a friend who loves to note take. You know who you are. So I might ask her to observe me for a couple of weeks, like 1 month, and keep count on how many times I do any of these bad qualities. I would even try like a swear jar, those things. But instead of a swearing, it would be like bad qualities jar. If I ever complain, I gotta put something in that jar, like money or something. I think I'm gonna go bankrupt if I start that. So I'm just gonna scratch that. No. Okay, so let's go to the third stage, which is this plan must be achievable so that we can reach the goal in time, right? So that you wouldn't really lose the motivation to finish your objective. So my plan is to be observed. I want to be like under observation for 6 days. And then on the 7th day, I want my mother and my friends to evaluate me on the 7th day whether I'd be like improving. And then we're gonna do this 4 times so that it'll be like in a span of a month. Okay. So next one is this particular objective of mine must be relevant to a long-term goal in my life. So my specific goal or objective for this one is to lessen my tendency to have these bad qualities. But my long-term goal really is to become equipoised. That's a hard that's a hard goal. Like I don't think anyone can just achieve this in a day. That is why they say like Rome wasn't built in a day. So that's my goal, to become equipoised, to be in control of my sensory issues, and to be tolerant as a tree. That is a long shot, but I'm gonna try. I might achieve this when I'm 95 years old. I'm not sure if I'm alive, but I'm gonna try. So right now I'm gonna focus on my little goal, which is to lessen my intolerance and lessen my my quality of being bothered by the temperature so easily. Okay. So lastly, this goal of mine is time-based because we have to be realistic, right? What if we make this plan like, oh, I'm going to do this for a year? I don't think I can do that, honestly. So I'm going to keep my my plan to improve myself, my bad qualities. I'm going to keep it in like within a month. So after like 30 days, I will have my last evaluation from my parents, my mom, and my friends. And since I've been noting down, right, the evaluation that I've gotten every 7th day, then I would know whether I'm improving or regressing. We would know on the last day of the month. So hopefully I will overcome these little bad qualities of mine, because they are so little. These things, they may appear like, oh, it's so inconsequential. They're why are you so fuzzy? Why do you think those things bother you? They're not important. But the thing is, we're all different people, right? So even though noises or like food that are too flavorful might be not too hard for you to manage, it's hard for me because I feel like it's really like a sensory issue. So my particular goal is to just lessen my tendency to complain and to make it a big deal when it's not even a big deal. Okay, so thank you for listening. Hope you don't judge me. Just kidding. Hare Krishna.
No one is going to judge anyone here, okay? Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Who wants to go next?
I'll go, Prabhu. Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Go,
Mata.
go.
Niharika Mata, should you want to go?
Oh, you should go her. You go. I'll go next after you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go. 5 minutes.
Can you see my screen, Prabhu?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. I'm talking about today's decision making. So I'll start with a question. How many decisions do you think you can make in a day? So studies suggest we make over 35,000 decisions daily, but how many of those are made with true clarity? So I'll share a story. So a few months ago, I was faced with a difficult choice. I had 2 great opportunities, but I wasn't sure which one was right for me. So I realized that decision making isn't just about the choosing. So it's about the clarity. And that's what we'll explore today. So I've choose one quote to distinguish this how I came with up. So John Maxwell said, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." So clear decision making is key to great leadership, and today we'll break down how to achieve it. So today we are going to discuss about the decision making clarity is structured about how to approach to making informed, confident choices in any area of life. In this presentation, we'll go through 7 key steps: definition of the decision and gathering information, evaluating options, aligning with values, making the choice, implementing it, and reviewing the outcome. So let's start with the first step, defining the decision clearly. So decision making clarity is the ability to make the sounds decision based on the accurate data. It is an important skill for leaders and managers to have. Why is decision making clarity is important? So it can help us to save time. It can help you take the action. It can help you maintain the agility. It can help you to make decisions that result in the desired outcomes. So we'll go which is the crucial for making effective and confident choices. Here a step-by-step guide to help achieve the clarity in decision making. So step one will go through the define the decision clearly. So what we need to do. So be clear on what the decision is and why it matters. So how can we apply it? Before making a decision, ask yourself what is the problem or situation I'm trying to address. So ensure you have a solid understanding of what needs to be decided.
Hello, Lakshmi Mataji. Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Lakshmi Mataji, can you hear me?
Yeah, Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now. So the decision making, is it for yourself or you are teaching others how to make decision or for decision making?
I experienced that and I'm saying that how to achieve it.
Because this exercise is for personal development.
Yes, Prabhuji, I experienced this one. So in example, I've mentioned what I experienced. So I cleared here that how can we make it through it.
Okay, so whenever you are using that, so you just use I, because I saw in the previous page, you say you go back to that. Sorry, I have to stop you so that I just observe that.
Okay.
You say it can help you save time, it can help you take action, it can help you maintain. So I have to save time, I have to take action, I have to maintain agility, I have to help make decision result, like that. So that's what I'm trying to point out there. It's okay. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah, because it's what you are saying is that what do you think some quality that you want to improve in your own life? Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so the decision I need to make is whether to dedicate more time to prayer and meditation or focus on my career and personal goals. The question I need to answer is how can I balance my spiritual practices with my responsibilities? So I went into the step 2, gather the relevant information. So what I here to do is collect all the necessary facts, data, and the perspectives before making decision. So how I apply it is ensure my reliable information, which will inform my choices and inform my duties. For example, if I'm deciding on the healthcare treatment, so I'll go and check on the research on the topics which I wanted to, and research the pros and the cons and the potential side effects of each option. So what I experienced is that to make an informed decision, I need to reflect on my spiritual needs and the importance of my career. So I also want to understand the teachings of my faith about the balance and priorities. I'll read a spiritual text and seek guidance from a faith community to gather insights. The step 3 is evaluate our options. So what to do is to consider each available option and weigh the potential risks and benefits. So how to apply it means ask ourselves what are the pros and the cons of each option. So being objective and look at the potential short-term and long-term outcomes. So how I overcome is option 1 is set to aside specific time each day for prayer and meditation. Each if it means sacrificing some personal time. Option 2 is to focus more on my career and personal growth with occasional moments for spirituality when possible. Step 4 is trust our values and the priorities. So align our decision with my core values and the priorities. So asking ourselves what matters most to us in this decision, and is it efficiency or safety or cost or long-term benefits? Up to this, my spiritual growth is important to me, but so is pulling my responsibility also in this material world. So I need to ask myself, how can I honor my faith while also living a responsible life in the world? Step 5 is make the decision what we need to do at the last. So choosing the best option based on the evaluation and the information gathered. So once we are weighed our options, like I weigh my option and consider the consequences and make the decision confidently, so without overthinking. So what I did is, after considering the both options, I decided to prioritize the spiritual practice each morning before beginning my work. This allows me to stay grounded and connected to my faith while still meeting my personal and professional responsibilities. The step 5 is the implementation of the decision. So I need to, like, generally we need to take action to put the decision into the motion. So we can then we can implement the decision. So how can we apply the plan, the steps we can, like, or myself need to take or execute and them efficiently. So being prepared to adjust if new information arises. So I started by waking up 30 minutes earlier each day to pray and meditate. I'll also keep journal to reflect on my spiritual progress and how I feel throughout the day to ensure I'm staying my spiritual goals. The step 7 is to review. I'm reviewing and learning from the decision what I've made. So after the decision has been implemented, reviews its outcomes. So it reflect on whether the decision led to the desired results, what worked well, what could be improved for the future decision. So after a month, after I did some research and being a professional, I'll reflect on how this decision has affected my life. Do I feel more centered spiritually? Has it impacted my productivity and relationships? I'll take note of what worked and adjust my routine as needed. So, conclusion, by following these steps, we can, like, I can make more informed, confident, and purposefully decision leading to clear outcomes. So, following these all steps, like, previously 2 to 3 months back, I was not, like, sure about the decision making, what I want or what I need. Also, like, I'll go to my parents, I'll go to my friends to ask, is it okay? Like, okay, I'm not confident on myself. So when I went to the spiritual and chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and being a professional relations and material relations and spiritual relations differently. So I managed these steps. So I've made that conformed and completed and clearly to what I want, what I need, what we need to do, what I need to do. So I've cleared all the outcomes which led this me as Lakshmi. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Please take notes. We're going to give feedback. Everybody, I hope you are with your notebook and your pencil and your biro, pen. We're going to give feedback. Okay, let's go. Who is going next?
I go. Prabhu, I go next.
Okay, please.
Okay, but before I start, I'm going to memorize that 25 tattvas, as you mentioned yesterday.
Okay. I mentioned
It has
it.
to be
Sorry,
before
because I wasted so much time on internet. I was not okay. Please tell us. Yeah.
Okay, 25 tattvas starts with Purusha, or soul. Then we have Mahat, which is Prakriti, which is the matter. And then Mahat, intelligence. And then we have Manasa, mind. And then we have the 3 modes of material nature. And those are Rajas, Sattva, Tamas, Rajas. And then under Sattva, we have 5 Gyanendriyas, or the 5 organ system. We have Chakshu, eyes, Shrotra, what's that? Nose, sorry. That's sorry. And then Grana, nose, and then we have Twak, skin, and then we have Rasana, tongue. And then for 5 karmendriyas, we have under Rajas, or the 5 senses of 5 organ senses of action. And then we have the Pani, the hands, Pada, feet. Then we have Vak, speech. Then we have Payu, elimination or excretion. Then we have Upasta, procreation or reproduction. And then we have under Tamas, we have the 5 Tan mantras, or the 5 subtle senses. We have we have Shabda, sound, Sparsha, touch. We have Rupa, form. We have Rasa, taste. And we have Gandha, smell. And then we have the 5 Mahabhutas, or the 5 major elements, or 5 great elements. We have Agni, fire. We have Jala, water. We have Akasha, ether. We have Vayu, air, and we have Prithvi, earth. So that is the 25 tattvas. And
Thank you
then I'm
very
going to
much.
start with my presentation. I don't
Please go
have
ahead.
I don't have a PowerPoint today. That's unusual.
Okay,
So,
tell us. Yeah, we want to hear.
all
I
right.
want to
So,
improve personal
yeah.
development.
So I'm just gonna talk about it. So just a little bit about myself in the past. Unlike Mother Nikki, I'm not going to start with my good qualities. So I'm going to start with bad qualities. So 10 years ago, before I met my Shiksha Guru, I'm not like this. Like I'm very impatient. I have a very short temper, and I am very like intolerant when it comes to things that I don't really like. So, but then when I started learning about Sanatana Dharma, when my Shiksha Guru was guiding me, then that's when I realized like how bad I was as a person. So, so I was like, what kind of qualities do I have? It's like it was like I was so impatient. I always like whenever like some people are like telling me things that I have to repeat so many times, I would go nuts. I would like I already told you a lot of times like this. I was like that. I was like how many times do I have to tell you this? I'm like and always quote like, once is enough, but twice is too much. I always tell people like that. I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm always like this. So and and then my Shiksha Guru was like, you know, you don't always go in life like that. So it is always telling me this and that, and then I'd be like, I'd be like, then what should I do? And then he was saying like, start observing things, start observing, and then start checking on yourself. Maybe once a day you do that, or maybe like you record yourself and what you did daily, and then what happened on that day, and then reflect on that. And he was saying, but then I realized I was like, I cannot observe myself. I have very bad way of observing myself. So what I did was I observed him. So um he's always like a person who's like very tolerant when it comes to so many things, like whatever hardship that he has and whatever like things that he may experience, or whatever like difficulties he may experience, I always saw him like very calm, very very polite to anyone. I was like, how is this person doing this? I always question myself, how is this person doing this? And as I got to know him, like for the past for the past years, it's almost like a decade. No, actually a decade already. I learned a lot, and I always like I always see how he was um whenever he goes through a lot of things, and he never complains about it. He's just like he always keep it and to himself. And there was one time like I was so surprised, like he got angry, and I was like, oh, this person has anger in himself. I never realized that. I was like, what? What? I was never sure. Like I was never expecting that he has anger. And then I was like, why is he angry? And then I found out like why. Because he is like he was angry because one thing was there was a devotee that got hurt, and that devotee was like someone under him as well. So he was like this and that, and he got angry because of what happened to that devotee. And I was like, oh, he's not angry because he got hurt himself. He was angry because the person got hurt. And so I was like, this person is really different. And I was like, I want to be like someone, not even like a little bit close, now I'm just trying myself. So in the past days, with regards to my tolerance, it has been tested a lot. Like my tolerance has been like up here and there, and people are just like coming to me like with so many things that I don't know how to handle. And I always think like, how am I gonna do this, you know? And then other day it was another thing. There was another happening, and then I was like, why is my tolerance being tested so much? So for me, I asked like, even I asked Prabhu Kavi. So I thank Prabhu Kavi actually for also guiding me in how to handle my tolerance. So sorry. So with regards to that one, he always reminded me of verses 15, so 12 to 13, chapter 12, 13 to 19. So that's the verses that I've been reading a lot this past few days ever since, and that helped me a lot. So when it comes to my tolerance, I tried my best to um, handle it properly, probably, and I'm trying to work a lot on it because tolerance is really something that I'm having hard time with right now. And I remember one time, like, this is something that I asked to Sri Krishna, you know, I was like, how to become like my Shiksha Guru, or how to become at least even close to how he was in calmness and in tolerance and in patience. And this is the answer. So I've been thinking about that, I've been reflecting about that, and I really think that um, tolerance is what I want to work on in the coming 30 days. So, and I always remind myself of text 18 and 19 of the chapter 12. So, one who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything, who doesn't care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge, and who is engaged in devotional service. Such a person is very dear to me. So, this is the main verse, or one of the main verse that I am always reminding myself of. So that is how I'm gonna to work. I'm going to work with my tolerance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, can I ask you some question? I've not asked others, but I'm tempted to
Yes.
ask you a question. Okay.
Scary. Just kidding.
No, it's not scary. What I'm going to ask is that you tell you are going to work on tolerance in 30 days. Okay, you have
Yes.
given us time, it's okay. So you have not gone through the other aspect of the SMART goals. Okay,
Yes.
specific tolerance. Time, 30 days. Okay. Is it measurable for you? Is it,
Yeah. I think so.
is it achievable
I
or
think so.
realistic or relevant?
I think I can do it. I have trust in myself.
Okay,
And
very good. Because once we make a vow, Krishna is going to test us. And how are you going to do it? Tell us practically.
how I'm going to do it. Um, First of all, there will be. I mean, it's not avoidable that there's gonna be instances where
If you are
there are
tested, if
people.
your tolerance is tested, how are you going
Yes.
to do it? That is the relevant aspect of the SMART goal.
How am I gonna do it? I think, Prabhu, the way I'm gonna do it is first is try to be calm and then assess
Okay,
the situation on
okay.
like if I'm going to react like this, what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen? Or if I'm going to react like this, what's gonna happen? And
Very good.
then once I'm assisting or once I'm done assisting with that kind of situation, then I take the decision. So what kind of
Very good.
decision I'm gonna make, whatever the outcome that I thought like it would be when it comes to my decision, then that's where I'm gonna take. If it's the better one, then I'm gonna choose the better one. And first of all, I don't want like um, the main goal for me when taking the decision is to always not offend anyone. So whatever that is best for the situation and whatever that is best for the person and for me, then I'm gonna take that situation, and that's where I'm going to decide whether I'm being tolerant or being not, or if I'm like doing the right thing. As long as I'm not hurting anyone and as long as I'm not offending anyone, that's where I'm gonna take the decision, and that's how I'm gonna take the action if someone is going to um, be offensive towards me or anything like that. If it's going to be tested against my will.
Thank you very much for picking that important character, tolerance. So you have told us how you are going to achieve it. So very good. You are going to be tested. So just like Mother Nikki said, he's going to tell his friend to check on her. So are you going to tell your friend to check on you?
Of course.
Okay, maybe your friend going to test you also. Okay, let's go
Yeah,
next.
It'll be there.
Thank you very much. Next.
Okay, Prabhu, I'll do it. I don't have PowerPoint today.
Yeah, so Mother Angel, now we are going extra time. You have to really be practical about the quality you are going to work on, okay? It has to be a practical one and follow the SMART goals as given, okay?
Okay, Prabhuji. So, what I really want to, okay, I start with my bad, like tolerance. When it comes to tolerance, I don't have much that kind of tolerance. Like when it comes to noise or talking, when it comes to like crying, that like for example, like babies crying, something like that. I don't have that much kind of tolerance. I'm not going to see words like I'm reacting with see words, but in my action, it's literally obvious that in my face reaction, it's literally that I'm not that kind of I'm not gonna tolerate that. Okay, so that's my that's like what I want to improve, but that is like also my experience. I will tell here like experience in the temple. When it comes to chanting, there's I'm not gonna mention the names or something. Okay, that's like randoms. There's that people, even you are chanting, they really like talking too much. They're not making noise. Even you are chanting, you want to focus, so you're not gonna focus in that moment. So you become disturbed. So I don't have that kind of tolerance actually. So that's what I want to improve on myself. Okay, so to improve that, actually, in within 30 days, why only 30 days? No, that's actually because right now we are practicing Krishna conscious. Of course, I want to apply this in related to Krishna consciousness, of course, and of course to I want to control that kind of tolerance that first, of course, I want to, improve my chanting. So because I believe by chanting, you can improve your tolerance when it comes to little things or in the other things. You can improve that. I believe that. Okay, so I will do more chant and and before and um and of course to like because sometimes I I feel like I'm district people to people like in my action like I'm not saying word that hey you're like that you're gonna you see me I'm chanting I'm of course I'm not gonna see that but it is obviously in my face so I know I felt that those people who really like aware of me that I'm tired of that qualities I want to improve that like I want to calm myself so if I'm not comfortable I will go to the place like I'm going to comfortable myself and actually because I'm not really like comfortable, more tolerant to associations, to other peoples. Okay, not only the devotees, but then other peoples also. I'm not really comfortable. Like of course, like we like it outside something like that. So I try my best to control myself. Like okay, it's not bad to know them. It's not bad to associate with them, with something like that because I don't want like to I don't want to feel them that not that oh this this woman or this message is very like disrespectful is like I don't want to I don't want to them to wonders like to think about me that uh, the, to think about me like because they misunderstood me because I'm not telling what I feel that I'm not comfortable I'm not like that so I don't want them to to feel like that to think about me something different thinking the like misunderstanding because I'm not giving clarification I'm not telling what I feel the honest feeling something like that so to improve that of course number one I want to improve my chanting also because chanting is also can control our mind and to practically control that of course I like okay, because I don't have mothers, I don't have family to my mom or dad to go in to to ask advice, mom like that because I'm my both my parents is gone. So I saw what like what I saying in the temple on in the temple only I can go there to to relieve what I feel something like that. So what what I'm going to do is I will I want to pick like because I'm very picky to to those people I want to open my feelings something like that. So to improve that I also need the the advice those people who advance in like okay advance in Krishna consciousness more advanced to me okay to to us the clarification and to us advice and to like to open my feelings because sometimes if you don't really do that you're gonna if you're not gonna do that like you don't you own your feelings your heart like I'm not saying that I'm putting like angry or hatred to people but like you feel that you are very an honest person like you pretender because if you see that to him something like that that's why I'm not much that tolerant I am like this I'm like that so like you say sorry so it's gonna like
Thank you very
improving you
much, Mother Angel. So
okay
you're
Prabhu.
going to work on your tolerance and
Okay.
by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you are going to try to develop that tolerant quality. And also, when the other devotees are making us like chanting, you will try your best not to be disturbed, and then and also not to be disturbed by others doing so. Also, yeah, it's very good. I'm very impressed, and so I hope the tolerance also doesn't affect you with Prabhu Ryan. Okay, isn't that? It doesn't affect, no?
Sometimes Prabhu because I had I am sure tolerance no sometimes I'm complaining to him.
Okay. So
But
you're going to work
but Prabhu, we fix it together. You fix it
very good.
together.
I know Prabhupada is a very calm and cool and connected collected devotee. So I think he's going to tolerate a lot. So, but it's okay that you're working on that. It's very important. One thing is to be able to look into ourselves, scan ourselves, and be able to be conscious of what we think that can affect our relationship with others and making conscientious efforts to work on that. Actually, that is a very good, it will make us to be happy because sometimes people don't understand what they are doing wrong. They think, oh, everybody hates me, everybody hates me, everybody hates me. But you don't sit down to think, why everybody hates me? Like, what am I doing wrong myself? you know, sometimes we don't think that. Like, what am I doing wrong myself? Is it that everybody just hates me? What am I doing wrong? There must be something I'm doing wrong. So when we now sit down, we like analyze ourselves. Oh, my decision making is not good. I'm not good in tolerance, or I want to work on that. Then in that way, 50% of our problem is solved. Then the other 50% is making proper decision making, like Mother Lakshmi said. You see, and Mother Nikki also say, okay, I will be calm, cool, and make proper decision, whether I should act like this, whether I should act like that, you see. So it's very, very good, okay? So I'm very happy that you say you're going to work on that. But you have not told us, when should your friend check on you on that? Or when will you give back to your friend how you are working on your tolerance?
What, Prabhu, can you repeat?
When are you going to give feedback to your friend how you are working on your tolerance? In 7 days, in 14 days?
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Like 7 days?
In 7 days' time. Okay, so you discuss it with your friend, okay? Whoever is your friend, let that check on you after 7 days, whether you are making progress on your tolerance level, okay?
Okay, Prabhu.
Very good. Thank you very much. Who's going next?
I'll go, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mother Tripura. Let's hear you out.
Just to check, is my audio okay?
Very practical. Tolerance again.
Okay.
Oh, Krishna, we have so many tolerance.
I'm not sure. See, every devotee is lining up for tolerance now.
Let's go. Let's hear what you have to say about tolerance.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, like my topic is tolerance. The quality which I want to develop is tolerance, titiksha. It is one of the powerful qualities which I always remember and try to cultivate. So based on my experience from my readings, understandings, and from some lectures which I have listened earlier, I have heard like from various other platforms. I would like to share some of my practical ways which I would like to follow and cultivate. I hope this resonates with you, and I like forgive me for my offenses.
Make
Okay.
your screen full. Make your screen full screen. Make it full screen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Okay. The silent, like I have mentioned the 10 steps, the practical steps, how we can cultivate our tolerance. This really like
no. Wait. How we? Who is we?
We. That means me along with all other devotees who wants to develop
not
the
along.
tolerance.
No. Talk about yourself. I.
Sure. Okay. I like this personal, like I personally made these notes earlier because like my mother always say me I'm so stubborn and I won't tolerate anything. So I just note this myself to develop. So I would like to share this today with all of you. The silent witness technique is one of the most brilliant technique because like we the people whomever we meet in our daily life, they are not like everyone doesn't mean everyone does not give us happiness, right? Some may give us distress, some may give us some may makes us agitated. So like we need to I personally develop being patient, not to react on spot, like just to be calm, so that like I develop this thing like for 5 seconds I just try to be very silent, so that like when someone is very frustrated at me, someone is very angry at me, I stay for 5 seconds silent. I remain silent for 5 seconds. That makes my emotions to get diluted. So I really like felt like, okay, my emotions got diluted. So I just don't want to say something back. This really worked for me. And like the second one is like, thank you for the thank you test mantra. Whatever comes into our life, it's everything is Krishna's blessing. Like since we are devotees and we are like learning scriptures, reading through the scriptures, we just feel like everything which comes to our plate is Krishna's blessing. So even if we get some criticism or even some like some make us to get irritated and in our hardships too, so we need to think like, okay, Krishna who is residing in my heart like wants me to have that tolerance. So I felt like, okay, I should thank Krishna for that. Okay, let me thank Krishna for making me more tolerant, for making me to develop my tolerance level. The third is Krishna's servant approach. Every person, like as I mentioned earlier, every person doesn't make us happy, right? So I observed in my personal experience, like it is very difficult to see a person as Krishna's instrument. So we need to think that okay, whoever is coming into your life, they are also Krishna's instrument, because Krishna is residing in everyone's heart along with our heart, right? So when you think like, okay, they are the instruments of Krishna, they are sent so that we need to offer our respect to them, not to just criticize them. So like when I try to respect them instead of getting anger, like return anger to them, I feel so satisfied. I feel like I don't keep any burden on my back. I don't keep any some heavy thing on my back, that grudges, that anger feeling to them, towards them. And the fifth step, the other thing is like 24, the fourth one is take 24-hour reaction fast. Is quite difficult for me when I try to practice it, because like for the whole day, I try to practice not to respond anything. Some people may criticize us, some people may complain for the things which we meant, like which we done in our conscious or unconsciousness. So like I try not to be responsive for the whole day. So that made me peaceful. And yeah, like when I try to like smile and walk away from that situation, that like it really kept like very great drama away from me. So yeah, the fifth step is cooling down water trick. This trick is like the funnier thing. Like um, the people, like some people, sometimes when we get emotionally unstable, like when we feel to cry for something or something, we just go to in a restroom and we just pour out our emotions, right? So sometimes when I feel those kind of emotions, I just go take like cool water shower or just wash my face, so I feel so calm and relaxed. This really worked for me, so it may be work, like this is funny but may work for many also if they try. So the sixth one is find humor in problems. It is not at all part of my plate. I really want to develop this humor thing, because it is very hard to find humor in every single aspect. It is it is very difficult actually. But yeah, I just want to develop my sense of humor. This completely changed, because that completely changed our perspective to see a thing. For some things we just feel like, okay, this person is doing this to me, this person is doing that to me, he's complaining about that, he's complaining about this. We are just always complain. I just try to always complain why this person is doing like that, why this person is doing like that earlier. But when I started like my spiritual journey, I really became very down to earth. Like I don't know, like I'm trying to be down to it. I'm not yet fully done, but I'm trying to do that. So in the like way, I just want to improve my sense of humor too, because that makes us to really relieve from that stress, like from that thoughts. And the seventh one is like reflect on saints tolerance. My favorite example is like Prahalad Maharaj. I always try to meditate on him, because even how his own father, he tortured him so much, in like he tried to kill Prahalad Maharaj, but yet he was so tolerant and he was praying for Narasimhadev. And yeah, so like that makes me to develop my tolerance. Like I always think like when someone says something to me, I just think like, okay, see how am I, like I don't even just go a little part of that. I need to develop my tolerance like Prahlad Maharaj does. I need to not react to the situations. I need to like just completely depend on Krishna for everything that comes to me. So yeah, even Haridas Thakur, like he was bearing so many beatings, but still he chanted the holy name, Hare Krishna mantra. So I just like, when I feel unstable in my mind, so I just sit down and I try to chant. I just try to meditate on Prahlad Maharaj, how he was so tolerant. Yeah, so that like I'm just bringing that to my daily life, like to chant more and more rounds, that I'm able to like increase my rounds. That really makes me so peaceful. And the next is like reduce sense gratification. We really need to control our strong indulgence to increase our patience. I observe is like what I observe is like when we go through social media, a lot of social media, people are like, I have seen in my daily life that earlier when I used to scroll my social media a lot, what we see is what we act. So whenever we see all the nonsense stuff, we try to act in the same way. We won't take things upon us. We don't be we won't feel down to earth. We won't feel any that humility will be lost, and we just react to the things. So I try to like avoid my time for the social media. So like instead of like yeah, since like after reading Bhagavad Gita, I came to know like how our mind is not uncontrollable. Like we can't stop it, we can't train our mind like, okay, we don't think of anything. Mind is like that, like it thinks about many things. So instead of indulging my time in the social media for the unnecessary stuff, I try to put that my mind for the spiritual activities. So it makes me feel calm. So I'm trying to develop my taste for the chanting and to do more and more services, which makes me humble and have that tolerance level. And also the food, the sattvic food, I really notice this. I don't know, like I really notice like whenever I eat non-sattvic food, whenever I eat sattvic food, I can see my behavioral changes. So I'm just trying to take sattvic food in my daily life. And yeah, I did not yet start my complete sattvic routine, but yeah, the food which I want to take, like I want whatever we eat is whatever our mind is. So I just want to take the food which is so sattvic, so that my mood will also be in the sattvic, in the pure mode of goodness. And the thing is next is reduce sense gratitude. I've done this, like pray to those who annoy us. This is actually, I learned this particular way from Ashraya Mata. She sometimes tell me that instead of holding some false and non-useful grudges or anger towards others who hurt us, we need to offer our prayers for them. We need to pray for them. We need to love them, which makes our heart soften and stop the cycle of negativity. So I'm just trying to learn this. I'm trying to pray for the people who try to hurt me. Like it's not like no one will hurt us. Like someone will hurt us as in some time, some sort of time. So we need to pray for them to just leave that negativity from our mind. The last one is tolerance challenge, increase wait time. So like how we do workout, like some people. I'm not a gym person, but I like to do yoga. So I just try to increase my flexibility day by day. So in the same way, I wanted to increase my patience timely. So as I was mentioning before, avoiding complaining for a full day, complaining for a full day challenge, like that, how I did that. So I'm trying to be calm when someone cuts me in some line and tries to poke me to get agitated or something. I try to like have that tolerance challenge for myself. So this like the quality, as you mentioned, like for the 30 days challenge, like I was thinking like, okay, since my mom always complain me, I'm not being tolerant, I'm being so stubborn. I wanted to ask her, like at the end of this month, like, okay, am I being like, can you see some changes in me? Am I trying to develop my tolerance level? Have you noticed some points, some sort of things in me being tolerant or something? So I wanted to ask my mom regarding that, because our mom is like, general, like they will be our like encyclopedia or something. They know completely about us. So I just want to ask her. So in conclusion, I would like to say I'm learning to control my anger, my irritation, my way of seeing faults, being tolerant as an offering to Krishna. The title which I mentioned here, Krishna, I tolerated this for you. So when we think like, okay, this is my offering to Krishna, we'll be able to do that. So I'm just thinking like, okay, Krishna, like whatever situations I face, like I try to be tolerant, I try to be self-sustained and down to earth. So that I'll just give that as an offering to you, Krishna. So and I would like to end this with my one of my favorite verses from Bhagavad Gita, 2.14. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshnam sukha dukkada agamapayino nityastam titikshasva bharata. Krishna tells Arjuna that the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress are in the due course, like are same like appearance of winter and summer. They arise from the sense perception. So we must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So I'm trying to develop this thing. So in 30 days, I'll ask my mom and get to know about myself more.
Wait, don't ask your mom. Let your mommy say it herself. Oh, Tripura,
Okay.
you're not reacting. What happened? Something has changed in you. What is going on? You should ask your friend. Your friends who are with you every day, get feedback from them. Let your mommy dictate by herself. That would be more sweet. Like your mommy say, oh, Tripura, what is going on? You are so tolerant. Oh, mommy, you know, after I'm hearing Bhagavad Gita every day, I'm chanting every day, so I'm really working on myself. Oh, that is very good, Tripura. oh, you should do more of that. So let it come from your mom like that. But if you're going to tell
Yeah,
her, mommy,
Prabhuji.
have you seen anything changing me? And mommy say, what is changing? You know, something like that. You get my point? Like,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
let your mommy detect it herself and really appreciate that something is changing in you. That one will be more sweet to you than you asking. You see? You get the point?
Yes, yes,
Yes, that
Prabhuji.
one will be more sweet. When your mommy, Chupura, what is going on? You are not this again. I was like, oh, mommy, I'm chanting every day now. So, I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. So surely, yeah, I'm changing. I'm really developing myself, personal development. Oh, I really love that, Tripura. Please doing that more and more. If your mommy says it as to you, means that something is changing. Okay. But if you want to add
Yes.
feedback, ask from your friend who are staying with you every day. Okay. Maybe after 7
Okay,
days,
Prabhuji.
after 2 weeks, you can ask from your feedback, your friends, but let your mommy detect that in you. Then that will be more. It shows that something is really going on. You get my point?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji, sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Okay, for
much.
listing all
Hare
those
Krishna.
things. Yeah, tolerance. Everybody say, and one of these things is that what we are doing here now, although you may not realize it, but we are bringing your consciousness, you to be aware of yourself, to be able to detect some of the quality that you want to work on in your life. Okay, you are telling us about tolerance. Maybe you don't want to tell us of the other deeper ones. Detect them yourself and really use the same application on how you want to work on them. You see? And because what you are doing is that you are preparing yourself for the future. You see? You are preparing yourself for the future because some of these things, when you really, really make effort to really build yourself, self-development, and overcome all these things, you are going to be a wonderful person in the future, which everybody around you will really appreciate you a lot. Okay? So who's going next? Today we are going to go a little bit late. So please bear with us only today. Who is going next? Don't waste our time, please.
I can go.
What do you mean by you can go? You are not giving us, go, just go. Who
Okay,
again has not gone? I don't want people to delay our time. I must go
alright,
now.
done,
Okay.
done. Alright, go.
Who again is here? Who has not given his own? Who again? Uh, who again has not talked?
Mother Nigananda.
Meganananda.
Only me, Prabhuji.
Is that what? Yeah, you have not spoken also. So please, just go immediately after Prabhu. Prabhu David, you say you are going where? Where are you going?
I have
You
to
have not
teach a
given yours.
class.
You have not given your own. You have not done yours.
I didn't make a PowerPoint presentation. I don't want to upset Mother Nariki.
No. You don't need to make PowerPoint presentation. You don't need to make a PowerPoint presentation. Why will you upset anyone? You see, because everybody is individual. Some Mother Angel did not break PowerPoint. She presented.
Mother
So
Angel was awesome.
okay, so what I'm trying to say in essence is that you are not upsetting anybody by not doing what you feel like you want to do. It's personal what you want, how you want to present it. Okay, Prabhu? Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you, Hare
Mother
Krishna.
Ashraya, let's go.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to
Please,
Srila
Mother, please
Prabhupada.
increase your volume, please,
Oh, okay, sorry.
so
Wait,
that we can hear
please.
you.
Can you hear me now? Hare
Yeah, very good.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Please
Yeah.
accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, I have created a 30 goal setting and action plan to develop good qualities to be dear to Lord Krishna. So, I put like a SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. But before that, I wanted also to share my love letter. So actually, I bought a love letter, which I'm going to do this action plan to write them. So,
Maybe you should raise your mic a little bit up in your mouth.
okay. So here, Prabhuji. So,
Yeah.
first, week 1, I wanted to do awareness and self restraint. So, I noticed when by the way, I chose the verse of 12.15, he by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoise and happiness and distress, fear and anxiety is dear to me. So I put first an action plan of week one, awareness and self-restraint. So week one, I wanted to focus on being aware because sometimes I'm not even aware I'm doing something consciously. So my character, I am very kind and sweet. I'm just like that by nature, but unfortunately, I have also a conditioning which is very bold. So if somebody irritate me, I will tell them, "Oh, are you a pure devotee? Are you chanting your rounds? How dare you to talk to me like that?" So I have the tendency to talk like that. So even to my fiance, who is my Vartma Pradiksha guru, who always like to correct me, I always tell him, "Don't correct me, okay? You're not a pure devotee." So I know this is very like not so kind, but I have this tendency that I have this sweeter and bitterness with me, and I really like pray to Lord Krishna to develop this good quality of not reacting. So goal one, develop self-awareness as mentioned of reaction and begin practicing inner control. So day 1 and 3, I put self-reflection journal. So as I've said, I bought a notebook actually, and I will be doing journal. So actually I made I prayed that 2025 I'm going to write everything. I want to be so connected with my emotions. So I will stop projecting it to other people because sometimes it's how we felt. We don't feel happy, we feel insecure, and then if somebody approach us, we project it to them. So that's my goal on the 1 to 3. Write each day. How do I feel? So like maybe one devotee triggered me today or say something today. Okay, I'm gonna write it. This devotee is so irritating. It triggered me. Instead of telling to that devotee, "You are so irritating," instead of telling to that devotee, I will write it. I wanted also to take credit to Mata Tripura. I lived with her in one house for almost a month. And she also helped me develop this quality because, as I've mentioned, I have this character that I am very reactive. I can be very sweet, but I can also very bitter. So she also teach me Mata Ashraya, inhale, exhale, and then try not to react Mata Ashraya. So if people triggered me, I inhale and exhale, and then I write instead of telling that I'm annoyed with this person. And then day 4 or 5, pause before reacting. So as what mentioned, Mata Tripura, as I've mentioned, she's a very good influence to me. So sometimes it's not even the person; it's about our triggers. So we have anxiety with our family, with our husband or our wife that is sometimes irritating. Joke. And then we have fear of our health, of something, and then one person come to us and we got irritated already, and then we say bad things to them. So we have to be aware and then pause, write them.
We have to be
Aware.
how many of them?
I myself, I have to be aware. And then day 6, 7, practice silence. So dedicate 1 hour each day silence, avoiding necessary or gossip. So before I am very talkative also, like la 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 la. And then somebody share with me their secret. And then I don't even like do it purpose. I accidentally share it because you're so talkative. No, oh no, this person, yeah, I know this person. And then you hurt the devotee unconsciously, but still you create some skara for that because you hurt them. So yeah, but there are one qualities of the devotee, silent. So don't talk too much if not necessary. And then maintain daily notes on emotional triggers as mentioned. Spend at least 5 daily reflecting on triggers. So I love this, what Keshav Swami Maharaj said, that we have to disconnect to connect. So I have this tendency to be very loving with those people that I really care. I call them, I check on them, but I also disconnect with everyone. I have this tendency to disconnect with them and to reflect on myself. What is going on with me today? Why I'm feeling sad? Why I'm feeling depressed? Why I'm having this anxiety? So I wanted to get to know what's going on deeper with me. So I write it also in the 6 to 7 practice. And then on the week 2, cultivating inner equipoise. Goal, strengthening emotional stability by practicing tolerance and self-control. So I love this verse in the Bhagavad Gita of, I think it's 4.31. Nayam lokos ti ayagnas niya koto niya kurusatama. O best of the Kuru dynasty, without performing sacrifice, one can never live happily in this planet or in this life, what then of the next. So for me, self-control is actually sacrifice, because instead of reacting, yeah, you try to practice it. So this is my week 2. And then tolerate small annoyances. If something irritates you, observe without reacting. So even for example, no, when you're chanting your rounds, I have this habit to chant a bit louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So I have this character. And then sometimes the devotee come to me, Matarshaya, sorry, I think like you're what's happening with you? Are you possessed or something? So I was like, instead of getting angry, okay, calm down. I think I irritate that devotee, or maybe that devotee is thinking something. So calm down. Don't be angry. Okay, relax. Okay, day 10 to 11, daily affirmation. Repeat. I am not this body. My peace comes from Krishna, not external situations. So I am not this body, so calm down. And then day 12, scriptural study. So reading the Bhagavad Gita is very important. Like, I understand now that I have to behave nicely, not just to be nice or like be like trying to be a devotee, but I'm not really a devotee in the heart. Because nobody see in your heart, right? You can be so kind externally, but internally you're like you're trying to like hurt somebody. So you wanted to be a devotee in the heart by studying the Bhagavad Gita, because you understand Krishna is a Paramatma. So he understand it. So if you have that knowledge, you wanted to be dear to Krishna, you want to develop this character. So we are grateful to Prabhu Kavikarnapura Das and to ISKCON Manila for conducting this Bhagavad Gita class. So we are having the knowledge. So we will develop good qualities also. I was joking with my friends, no, I told her, oh, we cannot go to Goloka, Vrindavan, and we're gonna like, how do you call, pull each other's hair because we're jealous of each other, right? It's gonna be funny. So, joke. So, and then day 13 of 14, breathing, the mantra meditation. So, I really tried this because sometimes the close person in our life, they can really be irritating. I mean, like a husband, the wife, all of this, the sister, the brother. So I tried to pause and then count, inhale, exhale. And then I'm so grateful I met Mata Divyambar. She is such a great devotee. So if you actually come here, she's gonna leave on the 19th of February. Please have her a sweet association, because I have some questions to her and she really enlightened me. So I asked her, Mata, what if the person triggers you and then you try to react in your mind but not in your heart? You're so calm, but then in your mind you're like, oh, this devotee, I hope he will like fall down in the street because you're so annoyed, no? And then she said that, no, Ashaya, even though you have this thought in your mind, you're still gonna create some skara in that because you're still thinking about it. So instead, why not pray for this devotee? I pray because he don't understand me. So you take more sincere shelter of the Lord. So achievable dedication, you can do this a day. Me, I can do this at least 5 to 10 day at 10 minutes affirmation and study daily. And then on the week third, what did I cannot see, what is that? Reducing causing disturbance to others, speech and action. So as mentioned earlier, before I talk without really thinking. So now when I heard other devotees like as mentioned here, watch your words before speaking. Ask, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? So before, when other devotees comment to somebody, I straight away, yeah, I noticed this person is like this. Is she so annoying, right? And then but lately I've been trying my best that, okay, maybe this person is just going through a tough times, that's why she's reacting like that. So we have to watch our words. This is also credit to my dear friend Mata Tripura. She's been telling me to be very, very careful with our words, because sometimes people may perceive it differently even though we don't want to hurt them. So I'm really trying my best And then practice kindness, perform 3 acts of kindness without expecting anything in return. So sometimes I have this tendency that I tend to be very kind to my friend, and I felt they're not reciprocating, and I feel hurt. Sometimes I cry, but I told to Krishna, I wanted to give them love. If they don't reciprocate, it does not matter, because this is my offering to you. Because sometimes when we felt like we're giving and they're not reciprocating, they're just one triggered, you already like burst out because you don't felt reciprocated. And then no gossip challenge. This is my favorite. Refrain from speaking negatively about anyone for a full day. So, I mean, it's okay to discuss this to an intimate friend if you're feeling so bad with a devotee, but refrain gossiping like, oh, this person is like that, because this is actually creating samskara again for us, and for it's not gonna be good for our bhakti. And then day 2021, respond, don't react if someone provokes you, respond calmly or remain silent instead of reacting impulsively. So lately I have a lot of challenge with this. Some peoples are really pushing my boundaries. And there are times that it was so tough for me. I just keep a photo of Srila Prabhupada with me always here in my phone. And I just talk to him and cry because sometimes it's very heavy. No, Krishna will really test. No, okay, Akshaya, are you really sincere? She will send this person, say this to you, this send this. It's so painful. Krishna, how can I tolerate it? It's so painful already. Sometimes you just want to cry. So it's not easy, but if we offer prayers to the Lord and to our dear Srila Prabhupada, He will give us the strength. Um, so morning prayer is very important. I've been always praying to Krishna to help me remain undisturbed and be the source of peace for others, meaning we should not try to hurt others. I also learned this, that when you hurt others, you will receive reaction 100%, 100. There's no doubt about that. I have that experience. Um, Japa with focus, chant at least 1 round while meditating on remaining calm in the situations. And then day 26 to 27, practice compassion. If someone offends you mentally, forgive them and pray to their well-being. So I have a Siksha guru, and she's the disciple of Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. And then I told her, Mata, this person offends me. And if I see this person, I get so in pain. And then she told me, okay, Ashraya, let's pray for the person. And then you imagine, Ashraya, you created a very big heart when you see that person, and then you send that heart to her like that. And my mind becomes so calm when, even though you're not trying to talk to the person, but in your mind you're not thinking or meditating bad about them, you're just like wanting to offer them prayers, you just wanted to send them love. And then eventually that person, like how they react to you change. It's so magical. It was so beautiful. Even the mind, how we think of other people, they can feel that energy. So if we give them love, they will eventually like reciprocate, because Krishna is in the heart. And then day 28 to 30, surrender to Krishna's plan. Reflect on how Krishna is control and let go of the attachment to temporary situations. So when people hurt me, I don't want to be the victim. I wanted to ask Krishna, okay, Krishna, this person is just an instrument of my karma, or just the instrument that there's a quality of me that you wanted to change. So I don't want to be the victim. Oh, I'm like this person is like that. I really don't want to be this mentality anymore. I really pray to Krishna to help me overcome this, because sometimes I have this victim mentality. No, I'm the victim here, I'm the pure devotee, and they're not pure devotee. And then you become so bewildered, and then you're hurting other people. So I was like, I'm not the victim, I'm not pure, I have so much samskara. They are just the instruments, so Krishna will help me. And it's not easy, I'm telling you, it's not easy. But I will try my best. So final outcome, I will develop a habit of inner calmness, patience, and tolerance. If I will follow through this, I will notice reduced emotional reactivity and better self-control. I will have cultivate a peaceful presence that does not disturb others. I will have strengthened my faith in Krishna as the ultimate protector. I just wanted to add also one thing. I realized that if you're not hurting anyone, you chant your japa very nicely. But if you actually thinking bad to any devotee, it is so difficult to chant your rounds. This is my personal experience. So yeah, I want to share that. And of course, by the blessing of Prabhu Kavi and everyone, hopefully I can follow through this. And please forgive me if I have hurt or offend anyone consciously or subconsciously. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for sincerely talking about yourself and all the things you want to change in 1 month. That is very deep. Thank you. I just pray that you are able to achieve that, because then you become a wonderful person. Okay? And you have so many friends you can tell to check on you. Tell them, you already mentioned some of their names. Tell them to check on you every week, whether you are following those things you have put, the way you have put them, and then check on you. And I'm very sure, if you can really work hard trying to really achieve this, in 1 year, become a very wonderful devotee, that you'll be amazed with yourself also. Oh, wow, so I can achieve this. Then in that spirit, you can achieve more in life. And one thing about these things is that once we're able to achieve this, as we are alone, single, when you get married, it will really help you in your marriage life. Because whatever you don't work on now, when you get a partner, it will affect you even when you are with your partner. But if you put your energy to work on them now, when you get somebody in the future, it will really help you a lot. Then the person will appreciate you more. Then you can live a happy life with your partner. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Madam Meganand, how many minutes do you need?
I think 1 minute is enough, Prabhuji.
Huh?
1 minute is enough, Prabhuji.
1 minute.
Yeah. Like I was so introvert. I want to become extrovert, Prabhuji. For this, I will be using whatever the opportunity comes. I'm going to utilize it. And recently, I have started chanting for 16 hours, and I want to continue it. For this, I want to thank to Ashay Mataji and Tripura because without them, like I don't know what is this all and everything. Just I know the God and all, but I don't know what ISKCON and everything. And these people, I was blessed to be here. And regarding chanting, like I want to like constantly I want to do the 16 rounds and everything. That's it, Prabhuji. This is the plan.
How many rounds?
I was doing 16 rounds, Prabhuji, from New Year. I don't know it went like that. Like I was started from 1 round and it came to 2, 4, and 8, and now it's gone to 16.
Oh, very good. So what about what are the personal qualities you want to work on in your life?
Like I want to be an extrovert, Prabhuji.
You want to be?
Extrovert.
You don't need to be an extrovert. Introvert also, they're very wonderful people. That is not a bad quality, actually.
Like,
I don't agree with you. Okay. I don't agree with you. Introvert also, we have 2 kinds of human beings. We have introverts, we have extroverts, okay?
Yes.
If you are introverts, you can be a wonderful introvert, okay? If you are extrovert, you can be a wonderful extrovert. This quality you cannot change, okay? Being introvert and extroverts, you cannot change those qualities because they are born with you. It's not like, I'm a very gentle, now I want to be doing like Mother Shaya. No, you cannot do that. You cannot imitate that. Like, another will know how to be friendly to people and like, you cannot learn that. You can try, but it will not go for a long time. Just like when you are trying to make a fish to climb a tree You know, if you
It-
want to make
it-
you
it
want
won't-
if you want a fish to climb a tree, it will spend all his life thinking that it's a useless fish. Because it's not the duty of a fish to climb a tree. You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji, because it does not leave out of the water itself.
That is not his nature. Your nature is that you are a wonderful introvert. Okay? Look for other
But I-
qualities. Look for other
but I-
qualities you want to improve as an introvert. Okay, maybe sometimes you are too silent that people cheat on you, or maybe you are too silent that something is becoming bad around you, so you want to improve on that. Something negative, not oh, I'm introvert, I want to be extrovert like
Because-
mother. I want to be like extrovert like Mother Tripura. Nah, doesn't work
No.
like that.
Like
You
I want.
understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You are introvert. You are a wonderful. You can be a wonderful introvert also.
Okay,
Like,
Prabhuji.
not you see this introvert and extrovert, they are natural inborn nature. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So maybe you are so good that you cannot find any bad quality in yourself. So that is okay also.
No, it's okay, Prabhuji.
You are so gentle that you don't disturb others and others don't disturb you. That is also good. That is a very good nature, actually. That you are so gentle, you don't disturb others, and others don't disturb you. People don't tell you know, like you're so tolerant that people don't bother you, they don't disturb you, and you're okay. That is very good also. Okay. So now that I want to begin. Those who are extroverts, they are easily disturbed because they are like so any little thing they're very sensitive also because so whenever anything happens, they get disturbed because they're extroverts. So, but introvert also, I know somebody who is introvert. Even if the whole house is falling around him, he will not do anything. Then that can be a bad nature of an introvert. You get my point?
Yes,
like the whole house is falling down, and some things are getting bad, and you just. It doesn't concern me as long as it doesn't reach me. It's not my problem. That can be something to work on. I don't know, maybe you're getting my point. Like if something is getting bad, if I can do anything about it, I should say something. Okay, that is okay. You get my point?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, it's okay. You are so gentle that if somebody keep water in your mouth and say keep it in tomorrow, maybe that is kind of gentleness. Like keep it in your mouth till tomorrow. You don't say anything. You just keep it there. And it comes tomorrow. Where's the water? Yeah, it's here. Some people have that kind of nature. It's
She
okay.
is like that. She is very like that.
Oh, I got it. Very good. So it's okay. You don't need to find fault in yourself. Just chant Hare Krishna mantra and
Yes,
just be
Hare
a good person. Okay. If you're already a good person, it's okay. If you don't have anything to work on yourself, it's okay. But just make sure that sometimes as introverts, I know some introverts, they're so gentle, so quiet. Nobody can make them become really angry. But sometimes when things are really getting bad around them, they don't say anything also. Even though they can say anything to make a change. So maybe that you can know when to speak and when not to speak. You can improve on that. But if you don't have anything really to change, there's no need to talk about it, okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Any
Hare
other
Krishna.
questions, comments? Hare Krishna. Any question, comments? Thank you very much, everyone, for really sharing your heart with us. And really, really, because actually to really come out and say, oh, I want to change this, it takes a lot of courage. So I really appreciate all of you for that. It's not easy because we want to keep it to ourselves, no, why should I share it with you, So it takes a lot of courage for somebody to say, oh, I really want to work on this in my life. I really want to work on that. You see? So what the principle I'm bringing is that even though the real thing that you really want to work on that is affecting your relationship with others, you may know that maybe it's so deep that you don't want to share with us. It's okay, but apply the same principles in analyzing them in your life and consciously try to work on how to improve on that. You know, sometimes we may pick a general principle. It's okay, but I know myself, as Kavikarnapura does. I know myself. I know those qualities that I'm working on in my life. You know, some of them I'll be able to overcome them. Some of them is still working in progress. You understand? Because we are not pure devoted. We are human beings. So we have our human nature. We have our weaknesses. We have our strengths. So those are our weaknesses that is affecting us in how we relate with others, that may affect us in how we work in our working place. We have to just, analyze them, bring them out, and say, okay, this quality is going to affect me in my working place. It's affecting my relationship with others. It's already really affecting my relationship with others. And because of this, I'm not happy. So you bring it out, analyze them. How can I work on this particular quality so that it will not affect my life in the long run? Because you see, I've seen people, particular quality in their life, keep on reoccurring and affecting their life. I've seen somebody in my country, he could not work with anyone because that quality keep on coming up in his life. And because of that, he could not work with any boss. Like your boss talk and you challenge your boss, or who are you to talk to me like that? Is it because I'm working for you? I don't want to work again. So they will just take decision and leave the work. And knowing that they're going to get another one, then they get another one, still the same thing will replay again because they are not working on themselves. You see? So that is the principle. Okay, thank you everyone for really participating in this. And although we have gone far, far beyond time, but I'm very glad that you stayed till now. And like Mother Lakshmi talk about decision making, it's very good, but it's very broad, okay? Decision making is part of every activities in life, okay? That's, it's okay, but we are expecting more of character building, okay? Everyone has to make decision. Decision making is okay. We have to make decision. It's okay, but we are talking about character, tolerance, like Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Because I mentioned that we should pick from 12 in chapter 12 or any other quality. So I was thinking, okay, how will I be equal to friend and enemies? Because some of us, we have friend and enemy. So how will I do that? Oh, this is a practical thing about life. We have somebody who we think is our enemy. We have someone we think is our friend. How can we achieve the Krishna's purpose? Krishna wants us to become equal to friend and enemy. How can I achieve that? Okay, I will be equiposing honor and dishonor. Sometimes we do something wonderful and they don't give us the praise. They don't glorify us. Okay, how will I pacify myself if that happens in my life? Whether in my working place or in my temple, where I put so much of my energy in working for someone, and instead of encouraging me or saying something good about me, is discouraged. I'm feeling discouraged. I'm feeling dishonor. How can I be able to become equiposed in that situation and continue my service knowing that I'm doing for Krishna? These are practical situations, you see? And the Krishna also mentioned another one, like my devotee is not disturbed by anyone, or how can I come to that stage when people's action will not really disturb me? You see, how will I practically achieve that? How can I do that? You see, these are practical situations that I was expecting more, but it's okay. I got something, but I will say we have to redo the assignment again. But I'm not going to rush you. I'm not going to rush you now. I will give 1 month. Now you have already given yourself set a goal for yourself for 1 month. I'm going to give 1 month now. You pick from Krishna's quality that endear us to him. Now you should not go out of Bhagavad Gita now. Don't go out of Bhagavad Gita now. Now, let's focus on Bhagavad Gita, okay? You pick qualities from what Krishna mentioned in 13 to 19 that endear us to him and say, okay, this one I've not been doing well in this one. Okay, make research. How can I do well in this one? So we will revisit this assignment in after Gora Purnima. Is that okay?
Okay,
I'm really
Prabhu.
giving enough time so that we can take it like step by step, you know.
Okay, this is good one.
After Gora Purnima. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. But at least by that time you will have already done with this. Then we will come to inventory. Okay, what have we achieved from the one we have talked today? How far have we gone, and how much have we been able to apply them? Okay, so but then in 1 month, look at those qualities, and also, oh, mind you, sorry, we have not. By the time we read from test 8 to 12 of chapter 13, that is where we are going to take more qualities like humility, how to be humble. What is humility? Make research, how to be humble, and how can we practically be humble, pridelessness, all these qualities Krishna mentioned that these are knowledge. Sorry, we have gone far beyond time. I have to stop now. You have other things to do. Just sorry, I'm very sorry. It was because of my internet. It was beyond my control. I'm very sorry for taking so much of your time today. Please forgive me. And we are going to continue on Monday. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Please forgive me for taking much of your time. Maybe you have more 1 hour to do other things, but I've taken some of that time. Please forgive me. So Monday, we continue. Hare Krishna. Vanchakapataru vyascha, kripa sindhu vyavacha, patitanam pavanevyo, vaishnavevyo namo namah. Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.